And we're back. So between doing yard work over the weekend and all the other crap that's going on, it's a complete mess in here. I know it's not a shocker. We're gonna try to finish up a bunch of stuff on here. We got some time today to mess around with the car. I don't know about the transmission oil, but we'll probably get the engine oil done. The fuel pressure regulator is just about done. Maybe we'll get the switch panel in. We'll see what we get to today. I want to try to get a bunch of stuff done, and it looks like we might be able to. Needed the lines to finish the fuel pressure regulator, which was I think 3 fittings. So those came in the mail. So we're gonna slap these on quick, and then we can peel it off the windshield, and we're done with that one. The fuel pressure regulator is done. Technically, if I put my fuel pump on, it should not leak and actually run power. So, got it there. 45, 45, going down fuel lines, 90, 90. And we're all good with that. Oh, and the vacuum line's on it. I don't know if, I mean, you obviously saw it, that blue vacuum line. I don't know what's next. I think we're gonna attempt to extend the headlight wires. Maybe. I do have this bracket over here. I have no idea where it goes. Hold on. I took this bracket off the car and I don't remember where it goes. And it doesn't really seem to have like a spot. Doesn't really seem to look like it bolts in anywhere. Doesn't line up with anything, but if I recall correctly, I think the headlights kind of sit on that, kind of, and the bumper sits on it. So I got to figure something out with that. I feel like once I get that on, then I'll extend the headlight wires, maybe. So let me just mess around with this and see if I can remember where the hell this goes. Actually, I think the fenders have to be on for that to connect. So maybe I will leave that off, extend my headlight wires. I'm not gonna throw the fenders on yet because I want to get all my wires neat. So I'm gonna extend the headlight wires, then I'm gonna run my sensor wires because I have the coolant temp, oil temp, and oil pressure. Those 2 gauges are up there, oil temp, oil pressure, whichever order. Have my little block over here that they're gonna get mounted to. Send those in. Temperature for coolant's on already. I just gotta send those wires in also, and then figure out where I'm gonna put those gauges and start wiring stuff up. So let's do headlight wires. This whole loom over here is my headlight wire. This is a ground, so I'll probably just run it to a ground inside here somewhere. I'm trying to remember how the hell the dashboard goes on, so I don't put the wires anywhere that's gonna block me from putting the dashboard on. But it should very simple. Obviously, you're just gonna cut it and then extend your wires and then just put them back together. So I'm gonna try to grab a different color for each one of the wires that are here to make it simpler for when I get it over there. So I have driver's side and passenger side. Let's get to cutting and let's get to extending. Here is the point of no return. Time to extend. Yep, it's not moving. Okay, so that's really bright and I'm blind right now, but I decided the blacks I'm not gonna ground inside the car because then I have to extend all these wires. So I'll find somewhere closer, probably like frame rail or something. I'll ground these. These are all gonna get extended. Can't really see the colors here, but gonna work with one side at a time so I don't confuse them, because you don't want to turn on your left blinker and the right side comes on. So extend these wires to connect to these, have those zip tied up nice in the front. Then we'll do the driver's side. You have 6 wires here and you have 6 wires here. So if you can find 6 different wire colors of your own, to extend these because you're probably not going to find the OEM colors. So if you can, find 6 different ones. If not, find a way to mark them. So if you have, like, say, all green wire, which I do have a lot of green wire, you could probably put like a little mark of tape on one end, and then at the other end to designate that it's the same wire. So I'm just gonna extend those. I'm not gonna show you guys because it's probably very boring, but I'll show you on one side's done. Headlight wires are extended, driver side and passenger side. It's still, I'm specifically leaving it not completely wrapped up because there's 2 wires I might have to swap on both sides, because both of them had a well, the driver's side had a red with the black stripe and the passenger side had a red with a blue stripe, 2 of them. So I'm assuming it's it doesn't matter, but if it does, I'll just swap those 2 wires on each one. But headlight wires are extended. Maybe I'll start cleaning up in here. Maybe I'll run the wires for the gauges and then I'll start cleaning up in here. For now, it's just wrapped up. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till I get power to make sure they work for me to wrap that up, both sides. Right back there, when I put that bracket on, I'm gonna zip tie it up nice through the wheel well, out, and it's out over here actually, and then in, because I tried to put it in through here and it's not happening. So let me look into running these gauges and then we'll move along. Maybe we'll put the interior back together, who knows. So the boost gauge, oil temp, and oil pressure are all ran. I just got to worry about the coolant, which I'm probably gonna send around the other side of the engine bay. I have a power wire for the fans. I'll zip tie it up with that to make it, try to get it neat and out of the way. But those wires are ran. I got them down here. I tried to put them all on their own zip tie just in case I had to, like, undo one of them. I didn't have to undo the whole loom. Hopefully it's out of the way of the tires. I will check that later on. If it's not, I could just extend the wires a little bit more and try to, like, tuck them up a little bit. But I feel like it might be out of the way. We run it in here into the car. Got in the car, these wires here are those gauges. So I might try to put the dashboard on and get it nice and neat in here. Well, get it neater in here, and then I should be able to, like, finish wiring stuff, because the switch panel, I kind of want to wait for the dash to be in the car, because I might have to mount it to the dash. I have this kill switch I want to put on, which I've got to find a nice spot to put it, but I want the whole interior in the car. So hopefully I can find all the bolts to put the dash back on. I might attempt that now. Let's see how it goes. Wow, it's really bright. I dropped the steering column. Gonna try to throw the dash in. Hopefully my wires are out of the way. We'll see in a minute.
The dashboard's bolted back in the car. Guess you can kind of see it. Gonna end it here today. Feel like I did a couple like random stuff, even though it doesn't look like I did a lot. I got a lot done, in my mind at least. So gonna end it here. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Join me on the next one. Probably gonna make like a, where is it? Right there. Well, I'll actually show you. I was trying to measure up the switch panel that I'm gonna be putting in, which is right here. Just trying to measure that up on here, where I can make it fit on here, but then the 2 gauges. So I might try to make like a custom thing. I was thinking of putting like, it's a mess, I know. I was trying to put like the gauges maybe like down here. I could kind of delete that little cigarette lighter part, but join me in the next one. I think we're gonna attempt that. So once I get that in, I'll be able to actually wire the gauges in. I can wire the switch panel in, and then it's like, we're getting really close. It's starting to look a lot more like a car again. I gotta worry about the front when I get to that, but join me in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you whenever.